Hello, this is 2.3, and in this video, we'll be going over what is surplus, how to draw market graphs, and how to find the area of consumer surplus. So, what is surplus? Surplus is when, at a given price, sellers bring more to the markets than buyers want. For example, let's say at Trader Joe's, if strawberries are priced at $6 per basket, but most customers only want them for about $4, there will be leftover inventories for the supplier, and that leftover inventory is basically what surplus is. Okay, now let's go over how to draw the market graphs. So the only difference from chapter 1 is unit 1 is that we will get into the specifics of the surplus triangle. So in the triangle, we'll split it into half as drawn here. The red is the surplus. The top portion of the half, which is the equilibrium, the top portion is consumer surplus, and the bottom is the producer surplus. And the equilibrium basically separates the triangle. So let's look at the drawing here. So the blue shown here in this case is above the equilibrium, which makes it the consumer surplus, and the green is below the equilibrium, which makes it producer surplus. And how do I find the area? It's basically like just finding the area of a normal triangle. You just use half times base times height. Okay, now let's look at what happens to the consumer surplus when demand increases. So when demand goes up, let's say Nike drops and more people want it, the demand curve will shift right and it will raise the equilibrium price and quantity. Consumer surplus can change in two ways. The higher price can shrink the surplus per buyer, but the bigger quantity can add new buyers. So to summarize it, consumer surplus can increase the quantity effect, or it could decrease if price jumps a lot relative to quantity.